Conan, it's wild backstage.
It is?
Yeah, it's wildness back there.
Is there
We have a lot of
craziness
fun
back
people.
there?
Yeah.
It's a very unprofessional show here.
Exactly.
There's probably animals running around backstage.
Yeah, strange outfits, yeah.
Yeah, that's us. That's us. We're like a circus here, and it should stop.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're stepping into the dazzling world of Meg Ryan, Hollywood icon, her timeless lifestyle, surprising earnings, and what she's been up to lately. If you're a fan of classic charm and star power, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss a beat. Let's get into it. Early life. Born Margaret Mary Emily Hyra on November 19, 1961, in Fairfield, Connecticut, Meg Ryan was raised in a suburban neighborhood that balanced small-town charm with a deep-rooted appreciation for creativity and self-expression. Her mother, Susan Jordan, was a former actress and English teacher, and her father, Harry Hyra, taught mathematics. The couple divorced when Meg was just 15, a pivotal moment that shaped her sense of independence and emotional depth, qualities that would later define many of her on-screen characters. She grew up in a household where storytelling and literature were encouraged, particularly by her mother, whose passion for language and performance planted early seeds of interest in the arts. Meg was the third of 4 children, and though her family was not part of the entertainment industry in a conventional sense, their love for books, movies, and theater played a subtle but consistent role in her upbringing. She attended Bethel High School, where she excelled academically and was admired for her quick wit and natural charisma. Friends and teachers recall her as someone with an easy charm and an ability to effortlessly connect with others, a trait that would later translate to her signature screen presence. In her teenage years, Meg explored a variety of interests, from journalism to acting, never fully committing to one path until later in college. Initially, she enrolled at the University of Connecticut before transferring to New York University to study journalism, a field she believed would allow her to combine her love of storytelling and communication. During her time at NYU, she began acting in commercials to supplement her income, a practical decision that unexpectedly opened doors to the world of film and television. Her first commercial, for a local deodorant brand, led to other modeling and acting opportunities, and she soon found herself auditioning for more substantial roles. It was during this period that Meg adopted the stage name Ryan, using her grandmother's maiden name to distinguish herself in the industry. Her first major break came in 1982 when she landed a recurring role on the daytime soap opera As the World Turns. This experience served as an informal training ground, exposing her to the rigors of professional acting and giving her a taste of life on a set. It was also during this early stage in her career that she formed relationships with other aspiring actors and mentors, including her future co-stars and collaborators in the romantic comedies that would define her. The combination of her early exposure to literature and storytelling, a family that valued creativity, and the serendipitous decision to take on acting jobs while studying journalism helped guide Meg Ryan toward a career in Hollywood. These formative experiences, both personal and professional, shaped her into the warm, relatable, and effortlessly charming actress who would go on to become the face of romantic comedies in the 1990s. Career and success. Meg Ryan's career is a testament to the power of authenticity, impeccable timing, and the enduring appeal of romance on screen. Her journey from college student turned commercial actress to Hollywood's undisputed queen of romantic comedies is marked by iconic roles, industry-defining performances, and a magnetic screen presence that captivated audiences for more than a decade. After gaining early experience on As the World Turns, Meg's breakthrough moment came in 1989 with her unforgettable role as Sally Albright in When Harry Met Sally, directed by Rob Reiner and written by Nora Ephron. The film's critical and commercial success launched Ryan into stardom, and the now legendary scene at Katz's Delicatessen became one of the most quoted moments in film history. Her charming, neurotic, and relatable portrayal of Sally firmly established her as America's sweetheart. Throughout the 1990s, Ryan became synonymous with romantic comedy, carving out a unique niche with her blend of vulnerability, wit, and effervescent charm. She collaborated frequently with Tom Hanks, forming one of Hollywood's most beloved on-screen pairings. Their chemistry first lit up the screen in Joe vs. the Volcano, 1990, but it was Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, and You've Got Mail, 1998, both directed by Nora Ephron, that cemented their status as a cinematic duo for the ages. These films not only achieved box office success, but also defined the genre for a generation, with Ryan's performances drawing both critical acclaim and widespread affection. Ryan's career extended beyond romantic leads. She took on more dramatic roles that showcased her range as an actress. In Courage Under Fire, 1996, she played a military helicopter pilot, earning praise for her serious, grounded performance. She also stepped into darker territory with films like Proof of Life, 2000, and In the Cut, 2003, signaling a willingness to challenge her established image. These shifts, though met with mixed reactions, demonstrated Ryan's desire to evolve artistically and avoid being typecast. Beyond acting, Ryan explored directing with her 2015 feature Ithaca, a World War II-era drama in which she also starred alongside her son, Jack Quaid. This move behind the camera was a significant career evolution, reflecting her broader creative ambitions and desire to shape stories from a different vantage point. Though the film had a modest release, it marked Ryan's re-entry into the industry after a period of relative quiet and showed her continued commitment to storytelling. Throughout her career, Meg Ryan received multiple award nominations, including a Golden Globe nod for When Harry Met Sally, and other romantic leads. While she may not have pursued traditional accolades as aggressively as some of her peers, her cultural impact and widespread popularity are undeniable. Ryan's legacy lies in the way she reshaped the expectations of female leads in romantic comedies, infusing them with intelligence, emotional nuance, and relatability. Her influence is still felt in the genre today, with countless actresses citing her as a key inspiration. She also made savvy business decisions throughout her career, maintaining control over her image and investments, including real estate ventures and production projects that contributed to her financial success. Meg Ryan's career is defined not only by box office numbers or awards, but by her lasting impact on American cinema and the way she helped generations of moviegoers believe in the magic of falling in love. Her story is one of adaptability, quiet ambition, and a deep resonance with audiences that few stars ever achieve. Income and net worth. Meg Ryan's financial success is a reflection of her dominant presence in Hollywood during the 1990s and early 2000s, with her estimated net worth ranging from $85 million to $100 million, according to various industry sources. Her wealth stems primarily from her prolific acting career, particularly as one of the highest-paid actresses of her era, and is supported by smart real estate investments and select behind-the-camera ventures. At the peak of her fame, Meg Ryan was commanding $10 million to $15 million per film, placing her among the top-earning actresses in Hollywood. Box office hits like Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, and City of Angels not only brought in massive revenue for studios, but also solidified her market value as a leading lady in romantic comedies. Her consistent success made her a go-to actress for studios looking to guarantee box office appeal. Although Ryan has kept a relatively low public profile in recent years, she has occasionally returned to public life for select projects and interviews, often commanding sizable appearance fees. She has also collaborated with major fashion and lifestyle brands in editorial and ambassador roles, though sparingly, which adds to her diversified income sources. Today, Meg Ryan remains one of the most iconic actresses of her generation, and while she may no longer appear regularly on screen, her past success continues to generate income through syndication, residuals, and licensing. Combined with her strategic investments and low-key business ventures, her financial stability is firmly secured, making her one of the most successful and enduring figures from Hollywood's golden era of romantic comedies. Lifestyle insights. Beyond her storied film career and enduring status as a cultural icon, Meg Ryan leads a lifestyle marked by introspection, creativity, and a quiet departure from the Hollywood spotlight she once dominated. Following years of life in the public eye, Ryan has embraced a more low-key existence, centering her personal life around art, family, and self-exploration. Known for her bohemian flair and eclectic tastes, Ryan has always gravitated toward a life rich in expression and personal authenticity, a quality that continues to shape her interests and daily routines. One of Ryan's greatest passions is design, particularly home renovation and interior aesthetics. Over the years, she's developed a reputation for her sophisticated yet relaxed design sensibility, often taking on large-scale renovation projects herself. Her home makeovers, especially her work on a Soho loft and a Martha's Vineyard property, have been featured in top design magazines, highlighting her talent for creating serene, inviting spaces that reflect her artistic spirit. This love for architecture and decor isn't just a hobby. It's a reflection of her desire to cultivate a beautiful and peaceful life away from the chaos of celebrity culture. Ryan is also known for her literary interests. A voracious reader, she has long been fascinated by literature, philosophy, and psychology, subjects that have informed both her acting choices and her worldview. In interviews, she's often spoken about the importance of solitude and reflection, particularly after stepping back from Hollywood in the mid-2000s. During this period, she traveled extensively and explored different spiritual and philosophical paths, experiences that deepened her sense of identity and reshaped her lifestyle into one defined by mindfulness and intention. In terms of philanthropy, Meg Ryan has shown quiet but meaningful support for several causes, particularly those related to children's welfare and international development. She's worked with organizations such as CARE and the International Fund for Animal Welfare, participating in humanitarian trips and lending her voice to campaigns that promote education and basic needs for children and families in crisis. While she tends to avoid the spotlight when it comes to her charitable work, those close to her describe her as deeply compassionate and committed to making a difference behind the scenes. Fashion-wise, Ryan has long been recognized for her effortlessly cool style, blending vintage androgynous chic with a distinctly personal touch. Often seen in relaxed denim, tailored jackets, and simple boots, her style is minimal yet expressive, a far cry from the glitz often associated with her Hollywood contemporaries. It's a look that perfectly complements her lifestyle, one that values freedom, comfort, and individuality over trends or appearances. Despite the overwhelming adoration she once received, Ryan hasn't been immune to public scrutiny. Her highly publicized divorce from actor Dennis Quaid in 2001 and later her brief relationship with Russell Crowe became tabloid fixtures, often overshadowing her professional accomplishments. The media's fixation on her personal life and its impact on her public image was a turning point that prompted Ryan to step back and reevaluate her relationship with fame. She later spoke candidly about how those experiences forced her to develop a thicker skin and helped her better understand the toxic dynamics of celebrity culture. These challenges, while difficult, became a catalyst for personal growth and ultimately shaped the more grounded, introspective life she leads today. Meg Ryan's lifestyle reflects a woman who has lived boldly, learned deeply, and chosen to lead on her own terms. Her world is defined not by red carpets or awards shows, but by creativity, privacy, and authenticity. Relationships and personal life. Just as Meg Ryan's lifestyle reveals a thoughtful and introspective individual, her relationships and personal connections further underscore the depth and complexity of her journey, both as a public figure and a private person. Over the years, Ryan has experienced a mix of high-profile romances, enduring friendships, and deeply personal family ties that have helped shape the woman behind the iconic Hollywood roles. Perhaps the most widely known chapter in Ryan's personal life was her marriage to fellow actor Dennis Quaid. The couple met while filming DOA in 1988 and married in 1991, becoming one of Hollywood's most beloved power couples during the 1990s. They welcomed a son, Jack Quaid, in 1992, who has since followed in their footsteps and established himself as a successful actor, known for his roles in The Boys and Oppenheimer. Ryan has spoken with pride about Jack's accomplishments, and by all accounts, their relationship remains close and supportive. However, Ryan and Quaid's marriage ended in divorce in 2001, a split that drew significant media attention, particularly in the wake of her brief and highly publicized relationship with actor Russell Crowe. While the press often painted Ryan as the catalyst for the breakup, she later clarified in interviews that her marriage had been struggling for some time. The experience, while painful, ultimately contributed to Ryan's retreat from Hollywood and her pursuit of a more grounded and private life. This period of introspection helped her grow emotionally and rediscover her sense of self away from the limelight. Ryan's relationships extend beyond romance. Her bond with her children is central to her life. In 2006, she adopted a daughter, Daisy True Ryan, from China. Since then, Meg has embraced motherhood with deep devotion. Friends have described Ryan as a nurturing and protective mother, determined to give both of her children a grounded upbringing despite her fame. Family has always played an important role in Ryan's life. Born Margaret Mary Emily Hyra, she grew up in a tight-knit family in Connecticut and remains connected to her siblings. Though not often in the spotlight, those close to her describe her as loyal and quietly supportive, especially when it comes to maintaining relationships that predate her fame. In the professional world, Ryan has fostered meaningful connections with collaborators who shaped her film career. One of her most significant creative partnerships was with director Nora Ephron, who helmed two of her most iconic films, When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle. Ephron was not only a professional ally, but also a friend and mentor, encouraging Ryan to lean into roles that highlighted her intelligence and emotional nuance. Her on-screen chemistry with Tom Hanks also became the stuff of Hollywood legend. Together, they starred in multiple films that defined the romantic comedy genre, and their genuine friendship off-screen added an extra layer of magic to their performances. Throughout her life, Ryan has cultivated a circle of friends that reflect her grounded and artistic nature. She is known to be close with other industry figures who value privacy and depth over spectacle, and her loyalty to those friends has remained steadfast over the years. While she tends to keep her social life under wraps, insiders say Ryan values quality over quantity in her relationships, favoring meaningful, long-lasting connections over fleeting celebrity acquaintances. Recently, when asked by a journalist if she had any plans to remarry, Ryan responded with a smile and her trademark dry wit. "At this point, I'm more likely to adopt a dog than a husband. I've learned that peace and good coffee in the morning are pretty hard to beat." Her answer, both humorous and self-assured, reflects the independent spirit she's cultivated over the years. It also underlines a core truth about Ryan. She's not chasing a picture-perfect life, but rather one that feels authentic and balanced. Ultimately, Meg Ryan's relationships mirror her values: authenticity, emotional depth, and a commitment to personal growth. Whether navigating the challenges of public love, motherhood, or lifelong friendship, Ryan has approached each with grace and introspection. These bonds have not only supported her through the highs and lows of fame, but have also added richness to her personal narrative, contributing to the legacy of a woman who chose to live on her own terms, both on and off screen. Now that we've explored the heart of her personal connections, let's take a look at the stunning homes that reflect her distinctive taste and artistic lifestyle. Real estate. Over the years, Ryan has built a reputation not just as an actress, but as a savvy real estate investor with an eye for timeless architecture, high-end design, and soulful spaces that feel both lived in and curated. One of her most iconic properties was a loft in New York City's Soho neighborhood, a residence that became almost as famous as her film roles. Purchased in 2013 for a reported $8 million, the 4,100-square-foot loft was located in a historic cast-iron building and featured 13 oversized windows, exposed brick, soaring ceilings, and original architectural details that gave it a sense of classic New York character. Ryan, who has long held a passion for interior design, completely renovated the space with help from designer Monique Gibson. She infused the home with a refined mix of vintage and contemporary aesthetics, warm woods, black and white contrast, and layered textures that gave it both elegance and comfort. The loft eventually sold in 2017 for nearly $10 million, drawing attention not just for its celebrity ownership, but for its impeccable design. In addition to her New York residence, Ryan once owned a charming estate in Montecito, California, a quiet coastal enclave favored by celebrities seeking privacy and natural beauty. The Spanish-style home, nestled on a lush 1-acre plot, featured ocean views, romantic archways, and tranquil gardens. While the exact sale details were never made public, those familiar with the property admired it for its understated luxury, a hallmark of Ryan's real estate taste. Her love of design and renovation didn't stop there. Over the years, Ryan has made a hobby out of restoring and redesigning homes, often buying properties not just as investments, but as creative projects. She once admitted in an interview that if she hadn't gone into acting, she may have pursued a career in architecture or interior design, a passion clearly reflected in the homes she's curated. Currently, Meg Ryan splits her time between coasts, with a primary residence in Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. This waterfront property exemplifies Ryan's evolved aesthetic, cozy yet sophisticated, with an emphasis on natural materials, open light-filled spaces, and coastal tranquility. The house, reportedly featuring multiple bedrooms and guest suites, also includes a spacious kitchen, library, and wraparound porch, perfect for summer evenings overlooking the sea. Though modest by Hollywood standards, the home reflects Ryan's desire for peace, privacy, and personal expression. Whether it's a Soho loft with dramatic flair or a beachside escape with vintage touches, each of Meg Ryan's properties tells a story, one of thoughtful design, personal retreat, and a refusal to chase the flashy excess so common in celebrity culture. Her homes aren't just residences, they are sanctuaries that reflect her artistic sensibility, her love of solitude, and her lifelong pursuit of authenticity. In many ways, Ryan's real estate choices mirror the woman herself. Elegant, quiet, deeply intentional, and always a little unexpected. Of course, homes are only part of the story. When it comes to how Meg Ryan travels, whether in everyday life or while exploring the world, her choices reveal just as much about her grounded, yet quietly luxurious lifestyle. Let's take a look at the vehicles and travel preferences that complement this Hollywood icon's refined approach to life. Cars and vehicles. In her early days before becoming a Hollywood star, Ryan's first car was a humble and practical vehicle that suited her lifestyle at the time, a classic 1980s Volkswagen Rabbit. She has shared in interviews that it was the car she drove when she first moved to New York to pursue acting, embodying the carefree spirit of a young woman navigating the hustle of city life. The Rabbit was reliable, compact, and perfect for someone focused on her craft rather than chasing luxury, a sentiment that reflected Ryan's modest, hardworking roots before her breakout roles. No longer the aspiring actress, she began to embrace the finer things in life, including a taste for luxury cars. During this period, she was often seen driving a sleek and stylish Porsche 911, a nod to her glamorous Hollywood image, but also her appreciation for the finer things without going overboard. The Porsche's performance matched her vibrant, energetic presence on screen and reflected her lifestyle of sophistication and success. One of her more notable acquisitions is a Range Rover, a vehicle that perfectly suits her love for both practicality and high-end design. The luxury SUV's spaciousness and versatility align with Ryan's need for comfort and privacy as she travels between her various homes, giving her a sense of security without sacrificing style. More recently, Ryan has been spotted with a few modern, eco-conscious vehicles, including a Tesla Model X. Ryan's vehicles may not be as flashy as some of her peers' collections, but they align with her understated and sophisticated public persona. Unlike many celebrities who indulge in massive fleets of luxury cars, Ryan's selection is more curated, focusing on quality, elegance, and functionality. While she's not often in the public eye when it comes to her personal travel, Meg Ryan's preference for private modes of transportation, such as private jets, speaks to her need for privacy and convenience in an often chaotic world. This shift is typical for someone of her stature, offering not just luxury, but the necessary space to balance her personal life with her professional obligations. Current lifestyle. In 2025, Meg Ryan has embraced a vibrant and multifaceted lifestyle, seamlessly blending her flourishing career with meaningful personal endeavors. Ryan made a highly anticipated return to the Oscars in March 2025, attending the ceremony for the first time in 27 years. She captivated audiences in a strapless red velvet gown by Ashi Studio, complete with daring side slits and platform heels. Her appearance was a nod to her iconic roles in romantic comedies, rekindling fond memories for fans. Earlier in the year, Ryan reunited with her When Harry Met Sally co-star Billy Crystal for a Super Bowl commercial celebrating the film's 35th anniversary. The ad, filmed at Katz's Delicatessen in New York City, featured Ryan recreating the famous "I'll have what she's having" scene, delighting fans with a touch of nostalgia. In addition to these projects, Ryan has been working on a new film that explores themes of personal reinvention, reflecting her own journey in the industry. She continues to be involved in various creative endeavors, showcasing her versatility and enduring appeal. Ryan's personal life in 2025 reflects a commitment to authenticity and growth. She remains a devoted mother to her son, actor Jack Quaid, and her adopted daughter Daisy True. Quaid has expressed admiration for his mother's return to the spotlight, calling it unbelievable and stating, "No one deserves it more than her." Beyond her family, Ryan is actively engaged in philanthropic efforts, particularly in the areas of women's rights and environmental conservation. She has partnered with organizations focused on mental health awareness and sustainability, using her platform to advocate for positive change. Ryan's ability to stay relevant in 2025 is a testament to her adaptability and enduring charm. By embracing both nostalgic projects and new creative ventures, she continues to captivate audiences old and new. Her balance of career and personal commitments, along with her dedication to meaningful causes, ensures that she remains a beloved figure in Hollywood. As she moves forward, Meg Ryan exemplifies how an artist can evolve while staying true to their roots, proving that reinvention can be both graceful and impactful. That's a wrap on Meg Ryan's story. What surprised you most? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this, check out these videos on your screen now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.